The single biggest issue facing Georgia as it seeks to go for 3 in 23 might arguably be how it replaces Todd Monken as offensive coordinator, who left during the offseason to take the same job with the Baltimore Ravens. Monken was the architect of an offensive breakthrough for UGA, unlike anything that had happened during the Kirby Smart era prior to his arrival. Smart tabbed a familiar face and name, Mike Bobo, to be Monken's replacement, and no doubt Bobo has big shoes to fill. However, Smart has said repeatedly that the responsibility for the Dogs' offensive success does not rest with the coordinator alone, whether that be Bobo now or Monken before him. It's a collaborative process in which all the offensive coaches play a role. With that in mind, let's look at 3 other UGA offensive assistants who will be crucial to the Dogs' success on that side of the ball and to the program's overall chances of winning a third straight national championship. Offensive line coach Stacy Searels wasn't universally celebrated when he was hired before last season, but his results speak for themselves. The Bulldogs had one of the nation's best offensive lines last year and appear to possibly be poised to finally win the Joe Moore Award this season. As the Dogs make the transition to a new starting quarterback, a strong unit up front to protect him will be imperative. And no offensive line in the country seems better built than the one that Searels has constructed at Georgia. Like Searels and Bobo, wide receiver coach Bryan McClendon is another UGA assistant going through his second tour of duty with the program. Yet McClendon may have never had more talent to work with than he'll have this season. This is possibly the best crop of returning production at wide receiver for Georgia of all time. And getting the best performance from the Dogs offense will require McClendon tapping into all of the players at his disposal. Finally, UGA running backs coach Dell McGee is one of the few assistants who's been with Smart since his first season in 2016. And he's seen his position group evolve a lot over that time. In the early days of his tenure, the Bulldogs were a bit of a run-first team, and UGA commonly led the SEC in rushing. However, in recent seasons, the Dogs have thrown it more and thrown it better than in the past. But that doesn't mean McGee is any less important, especially this year. He'll have the tough task of determining a replacement for one of UGA's most important players last year, Kenny McIntosh, who was not only Georgia's leading rusher, but also its third leading receiver. However, UGA fans have seen enough from McGee through the years to assume he'll guide the Bulldogs' backs well, and they've grown to believe the same thing about McClendon and Searels too. 3 assistant coaches will have a big say in whether the Dogs can go for 3 in 23.